On Saturday. Luke Steele has played in the last couple of rounds of this competition. He comes in here, one of several former Manchester United connections that run through this side. Jamie Patterson, another, he's 26 today, a former United schoolboy. Josh Brownhill also spent his formative years at Old Trafford up until the age of 16. Elsewhere, Bobby Reed's conversion to a striker has certainly paid dividends this season. He is the Robins' top scorer. Changes for Manchester United, as you would expect, but you certainly can't say this is a weak side. Paul Pogba's back after serving his 3-match ban. He starts. Zlatan Ibrahimovic starts his first game of the season, and his first since his knee injury in April. He scored twice in the final, of course, last season. 10 changes in total from the side that started at the Hawthorns at the weekend. Marcus Rashford, the only survivor, he keeps up his ever-present record of playing in every match and every competition this season. Could be a back three for Manchester United like they played in the last round at Swansea, or there is the option of Daley Blind pushing on into midfield to make more of a 4-3-3. Well, they reckon this is the biggest crowd at Ashton Gate for 37 years. Bristol City might just need them tonight if they are to spring a surprise. Manchester United welcome back the big boys. It's Bristol City against the Holders United, and it comes next.
We can cross continents and time zones at the mere touch of a button. The moment the game changes is the moment we see it. I miss nothing. We are members of the world's favourite online sports betting company, and we gamble responsibly at Bet365.
Bristol City, the only club from outside the Premier League left in the last 8 of the Carabao Cup. Manchester United, the holders, going for a 6th success in this competition and what would be a 46th major trophy in this club's history. Bristol City riding high in the Sky Bet Championship. 3rd place, they come into this having won their last 4 fixtures. Manchester United second best only to their cross-city rivals, who await in the draw for the semi-finals that follows this contest here tonight. Bristol City have developed a taste for a big scalp on this cup run. They've beaten Premier League opposition in the last 3 rounds in the shape of Watford, Stoke and Palace, but scalps don't come much bigger than this. Bobby Reed is number 14, and Manchester United look forward for him. We have had a goal at Stamford Bridge, and we can bring you that now. Chelsea in blue, of course, and much changed side, but Chelsea up and running early on. Fabregas picking up Willian, who strikes in his 6th goal of the season. Meantime here at Ashton Gate, Bristol City looking to get on the front foot early on. Closed out by Daley Blind, and short and clear for United. Out by Darmian. Looks, Danny, like Manchester United have started with a back 4, haven't they?
Yeah, it looks like Blind's just sitting there, on the ball now, allowing McTominay and Pogba to go further forward. And the one thing they just have to be careful of, Bristol City will press high. They've already dispossessed Manchester United a couple of times in their own half. They're full of energy. Manchester United need to make sure they don't spend too much time on the ball in their own half, because like I say, Bristol City will be after them.
Nothing in the opening exchanges here that Manchester United wouldn't have expected, and that Bristol City, with the crowd at their back, will be looking to ruffle some illustrious feathers. The Dutchman Daley Blind, whose outings for Manchester United have come pretty much exclusively in the Cups this season. Rashford. This is Pogba. From that ban, Paul Pogba, after the challenge in the game against Arsenal on Hector Bellerin that earned him the red card. Darmian now. be quite a battle, isn't it, for those Bristol City centre-halves? They're both strapping six-footers themselves. Aidan Flint and alongside him Nathan Baker, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic will certainly be getting amongst it.
Oh, definitely, and Flint and Baker, two very physical centre-backs that will put themselves about. And it is a back four of centre-backs. So they'll be comfortable with crosses coming into the box and trying to deal with them, rather than going and attacking in the wide areas and leave themselves a little bit open in the middle of the goal.
8 months to the day since Zlatan Ibrahimovic's last start for Manchester United in the Europa League against Anderlecht. The foul on McTominay leads to this free kick. Shaw, his third start of the season. Armia. Pogba. They tried to pressurise him, but step over the line with the law, Bristol City. So Manchester United have a free kick on the halfway line. Marlon Pack, the one penalised.
They know how dangerous he is. On a few occasions now, Pogba's getting the ball and making him go back towards his own goal. But you can just see Pack there, pulling him back. And that's the attention he's going to get, in particular this evening, because he's so important to Manchester United. And Bristol City know that.
Brings them a different dimension, doesn't he? And what a big miss he was in the Manchester derby.
Huge. I think he's the only midfielder at Manchester United that can tie the defence and attack. And what happens is when he drives forward, he gets beyond the opposition midfield. That drags the opposition back four then out of shape, and that's when the likes of, obviously usually the likes of Martial, the likes of Rashford, Lukaku, then get more time on the ball, or they find more spaces for themselves. But he really is, when he drives with the ball, a lot of times he gets beyond the opposition midfield. There's so many problems there.
Ibrahimovic to Rashford. Shaw. Martial crowded out. Corey Smith. Reed's made his move up front, but Manchester United prevented the immediate passage of the ball. Here's the Icelandic international Hora Magnusson, back for Bristol City. Argentinian international Sergio Romero in the Manchester United goal. David De Gea given the night off tonight. Pogba losing out, but getting back. He's given away the free kick, and given that he had been outmanoeuvred, he might see it as worth giving away.
It's a really interesting battle starting to run between the pair of them, between Pack and Pogba. Pack does really well, and then Pogba, it could be a fair tackle, but it looks near enough like when Paul Pogba picks the ball that Pack's doing a man-to-man job on him. He's following him everywhere so far. It's been an intriguing battle so far as well.
Well, among the Championship, Bristol City, one of their strengths is that they are set-piece specialists. Magnusson in his second season at Ashton Gate now. Looks like he's going to be the one to take this one. The giant 6'5" figure of Aidan Flint already has 6 goals this season. He's trying to get amongst it at the back there. It was routine, but he's put it behind for a corner. Brownhill the one to take it.
It's a good effort from Brownhill. Looks like Magnusson's going to take it, but Brownhill just gets it up and over the wall. Romero in a good position, but it's been a very good start from Bristol City, starting on the front foot, contesting Romero, and now they find themselves with a set piece, and this is where they are so strong. The likes of Flint, Baker going up there, but Reed is such a poacher. A lot of times the goals of Bristol City have scored, at the time it's been on the second ball.
Cluster of Bristol City players on the edge of the area, a flurry of activity. Flint trying to get there. Pogba was the man who got his head to the ball at the expense of another corner.
See the way they're setting up Bristol City. They are coming towards the edge of the box, trying to leave that space at the front post free to go and run into it for the last possible second.
Ibrahimovic's header helped on his way by Rojo. No offside flag there. Manchester United were looking across at the linesman, and now a possibility to get out. There's a very important piece of backpedaling there by Josh Brownhill to stop Rashford getting away, and now Bobby Reed. They'll try and get on the end of this one. Darmian's touch for Blind. Marlon Pack. Rashford getting there ahead of Magnussen. And Rashford able to make some ground up this road for Manchester United, and he's trying to get the whip. He's just blazed it into the stand behind Luke Steele's goal. Breaking news coming through from the Premier League that Paul Clement has been sacked as manager of Swansea. For all the latest on that, go to Sky Sports News. Meantime here at Ashton Gate, Jose Mourinho, who has experienced much of what English football has to offer, has a new experience here tonight. Ashton Gate, his first visit here, and it has seldom looked better. Packed to the rafters, the first time since the refurbishment here and the redevelopment that they have sold out this stadium. A taste of things to come, they hope, as they focus on trying to get out of the Championship and into the Premier League for the first time. 10 years ago now, that Gary Johnson took them to the playoff final. They were undone against Hull by Dean Windass winner. Lee Johnson part of that side then, and now the manager. Reed. Birthday boy Patterson playing it back, and City have the free kick.
I think what Bristol City have done really well over the last year or so, they signed potential. The likes of O'Dowd, who's been doing really well, who's injured, the likes of Patterson and Brownhill, and what they do, their potential is now starting to come to fruition in this season. They're all really starting to stand out, and they stepped up to the plate, and it's been such a fantastic start for Bristol City after last season.
Darmian. Brown trying to get away. Reed here. Still at it, Reed. Couldn't quite get the ball away. Luke Shaw breaks it up. And this is Pogba now for Manchester United. Work by Martial, who has Ibrahimovic in the middle. He has Pogba in slightly closer proximity. That's up towards Ibrahimovic, deflected onto the crossbar and away. Living dangerous there, the Bristol City goal.
Working really well. And you get the ball in. Martial, Ibrahimovic just pulls up to the far post. He just takes the slightest touch of Baker. It's a crossbar, but they are able to clear it. It's a lovely ball in from Martial. Great movement from Ibrahimovic. Fortuitous. Bristol City, they just have to be careful, because we talk about them being on the front foot, but then they left themselves vulnerable. He was one-on-one Martial against Bailey Wright. I don't need the wide players one-on-one against the Bristol City fullbacks.
Nathan Baker there, entrusted with doing the job of keeping a lid on Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It'll be Daley Blind to take this one for Manchester United. And goes deep. Bristol City get the goal kick. The last touch coming off the big Swede, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Fans of all generations here tonight, and Margaret Dodds amongst them, recently celebrating her 100th birthday. Well, a visit at Manchester United is a once-in-a-generational thing, really. Bristol City in their first quarter-final of any major competition for nearly 30 years. It was the 1988-89 season. They got to the semi-final of the League Cup under Joe Jordan, edged out by Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest then. Joe Jordan, of course, who has connections with both these clubs. Nearly right, the Australian who wears the captain's armband here at Bristol City. Pogba and McTominay. Rashford to Pogba, looking for Darmian, cut out by Brian. This is Marlon Pack.
He's very good covering from Brian. He's a natural left back. Magnuson had been dragged inside, but he tracked Darmian.
Jamie Patterson. Corey Smith. Magnuson. Brian, who wears the number 3, which, as it would suggest, is a full-back really by trade, but has often been playing further up the left flank for Bristol City this season.
He's a player that fans really do love. He's come through the ranks, come through the youth system, and whether it be at left back or left midfield, he can do the job. He's got a good partnership with Magnuson. Once again there, Bristol City, the pressing that they are doing with Manchester United have the ball, not having that time to settle, and once again, this pack is starting that press very high up for them in midfield.
Marlon Pack going for an expansive pass, which ends up being a little off target.
You see the way that the game started. If anything, I think Bristol City probably surprised Manchester United. I mean, Lee Johnson, I think Manchester United probably would have expected that Bristol City might just sit off a little bit, not leave themselves open, but they've done the complete opposite. They've not been afraid to take the game to Manchester United, and Lee Johnson as well, his mantra is we want to be a counter-attacking pressing team, and we've certainly seen that so far.
Glanced on by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. One thing they don't really have, this Bristol City side, with Bobby Reid up front, is a target man. Balls like that aren't going to suit them too well, are they, tonight?
No, they have got Juric, but he went in for an operation. I think it was on Monday, and they kept him involved as long as they could do on the bench. If it was becoming difficult towards the end of the game, then he would come on and make something different. But yeah, and with Bobby Reid, what they're doing, he's watching a lot of videos, the likes of Ian Rush, I think Batistuta, because they're trying to teach him now, because he's a central midfielder, he will drop in. So they want him to just get used to playing on the shoulder.
Martial causing trouble here. Anthony Martial, blocked by Baker. Pogba first on the scene here for Manchester United. That is plays wide by Scott McTominay.
Martial's looking very dangerous. He's getting into them spaces and being able to face up either Flint, as he has done there, or Bailey Wright. It's a good block by Baker. And it falls to McTominay. It's a good strike. Always wide.
Manchester United's press forcing Luke Steele to go long. Foul on Magnuson. Mike Dean, by the way, our referee here at Ashton Gate tonight. "17 minutes played at Ashton Gate, and so far the third best side in the Championship, neck and neck with the second best in the Premier League." Brian. Darmian in pursuit. Bristol City get the corner.
Very good play once again from Brian, very direct when they get into them wide areas, and You know, they want to get to that byline, yes, to get the crosses in, but just as important to get these set pieces, because, as I said previously, they've been absolutely magnificent on them this season. They work very hard on them as well from the assistant manager, Dean Holden. He looks at where it could be a weakness for the opposition, and then he sits down with Lee Johnson, and like I say, give them all great credit because it's worked so well for them.
Different approach this time as they crowd that 6-yard area. A bit of jostling in there, and Mike Dean will stride across to try and sort that out. Bobby Reid in very close proximity to Sergio Aguero. I think that's the issue he's going to address here. McTominay is the man picking up Aidan Flint. Low trajectory and there, loose in the box. Reid was close, but not quite close enough for Bristol City. Bryan now urged to shoot by the Ashton Gate crowd, but he's fouled just outside the penalty area by Luke Shaw.
Once again, good play from Bristol City. They're picking up them second balls. There is a slight tug from Luke Shaw, not too much, but it's gone in Bristol City's favour. And here's the one that we're talking about, the second ball. You always look at Reid, he's always alert to it, he just can't get on the end of it. That's what Bristol City has so got it. It won't necessarily be that first ball, but it's the reaction from the rest of the players to that second ball that's dropping down.
Bobby Reid very much the fox in the box for the Robins, and he'll be lurking as Bristol City size up their options here. Josh Brownhill took the last one. He looks favourite to take this one unless Bristol City have another training ground routine up their sleeve. It was thundered wide by Bryan in the end. Well, it's been a roller coaster for Lee Johnson as manager. This time last year he was in a run of 8 successive defeats, and there's the former manager, Dad, Gary Johnson, now in charge up the road at Cheltenham Town. Pogba. Daley Blind. Rojo. Valuable minutes for him tonight as he gets back full fitness after injury. Martial will leave it to McTominay, and Rashford sets his sights and hits the post. Second time Manchester United will rattle the woodwork tonight. Zlatan Ibrahimovic trying to angle the ball in towards the penalty area off the outside of his boot, didn't quite pay off, but it's still with the holders here. And the Argentinian Rojo. Rashford again. Martial was arriving. Here's McTominay.
Both Martial and Rashford, they are creating a lot of problems. Both coming very nice. See Martial, he goes narrow, and then Rashford does the same. Creates a little bit of space for himself. And post comes to Bristol City's rescue again. They are finding a little bit of space, because what's happening is both Shaw and Darmian, they're keeping the width. Bailey Wright and Magnuson have been dragged out. And that means that the likes of Martial, and as we've just seen with Rashford, are able to find bits of space as they come in field.
Among those 9 goals, a couple he got in the first game of Manchester United's cup run this year, the first game of their defence when they comfortably saw off Championship opposition in Burton Albion at Old Trafford. One at Swansea in the last round, and this the third match of their run as they look to take their place in the semi-finals. Bristol City have played 4 matches to get this far. They started off against Plymouth here, a thumping 5-0 win. And then 3 Premier League scalps in Watford away, Stoke and Crystal Palace here. There you see the evidence of some quite thumping wins that they have had on the road to this quarter-final. Pack. Smith. Brownhill still providing the width here. Magnuson coming onto it here. Bryant finding the gap. Knocked away by Lindelof. Ibrahimovic, a nudge in the back there from Aidan Flint and a free kick for Manchester United. Well, Aidan Flint looking forward to this match as much as anyone. He is a boyhood Manchester United fan. And it's no secret of that. Rashford. Back in by Blint. That's out by Aidan Flint. Marlon Pack. McTominay. Pogba's found space here. He's got options as well, including taking it on himself.
Couple of times Manchester United players getting into the area now. The midfield of Bristol City is pushing up, they want to press, but the back four's not doing the same thing, and we've seen it once again now with Pogba. He's getting into that position. The back four are too deep at the moment, so therefore they can't get out to stop him. We've seen obviously Rashford and the likes of Martial had the attempts as well, but that was just always curling wide. The defence for Bristol City either has to push up or the midfield needs to drop a little bit deeper. There's too many spaces.
Here's Martial to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Back to Martial, who's looking for Rashford. He felt he was being pulled back by Magnuson, but neither Mark Dean nor his assistant on this near side feeling that there was any case to answer. Simon Long, by the way, the assistant down below us.
See the ball being put in. You can see Magnuson, he's got his right hand on Rashford's arm. To be very careful, because Rashford has got on the wrong side of him, and obviously Mike Dean hasn't seen it as anything, but I've seen penalties given for them situations.
Magnuson. Brian making a move in front of him, but Damian has that one covered by the look of things. Pogba felt he was fouled there, and certainly it was a dramatic fall. Mike Dean waves play on. Paul Pogba starting his first game, incidentally, in this competition since the final last season, that win against Southampton. Romero. Martial goes to ground, no free kick. There's Corey Smith. Plenty of Manchester United bodies in the heart of midfield, so Bristol City probably need to look wide at some stage to make progress. Wide by Patterson, that's lost out. Let's have another look at that Paul Pogba challenge, Danny.
We've just seen them coming together against the pair of them again. Pogba, he catches Pack there. It's going to be a nasty one. It is high feet from Pogba, and he does go in. Studs up for his chosen to take any action on that one, but it's been a really interesting battle so far. Pack has started off so well in midfield for Bristol City.
Well, the last thing that Manchester United want, given that he's only just back from a ban, is Paul Pogba to get a more disciplinary bother here tonight. Reed stealing in ahead of Rojo. Brownhill. From the family of Manchester City supporters, Josh Brownhill, but he himself spent the early part of his footballing development at Old Trafford. Patterson. Bailey right to touch it into Pack. Marlon Pack. Appeal for handball there, Bristol City. They've got the corner, nothing more.
You've got Bailey right keeping really good width on the right hand side. He plays it into Pack. So he just goes to help it back over. Does it his hand? Martial. See Martial's hands above his head. Referee once again, Mike Dean. Not saying enough in it. He gives the corner.
Helped on by Patterson. And Romero is fouled. I think he knew the gifts won't be coming out yet.
I think the smile said it all from Flynn. Hoping he'd get away with it, not realising I think that he wouldn't.
Doesn't even do the feigned look of surprise, does he? It's just a broad smile from Aidan Flynn. But here we are approaching the half-hour mark. Still Bristol City 0, Manchester United 0. Manchester United have hit the frame of the Bristol City goal, though, through Rashford and also through Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Here is Ibrahimovic to Pogba. Usually enjoy each other's company out there on the field, don't they, those two? Martial. Ibrahimovic, it's back to Pogba. And in towards Rashford, who's offside.
Fantastic vision and awareness from Pogba. Rashford, oh, it's so close. He's very, very close. Bristol City can count themselves a little bit fortunate there. Rashford was given offside. Just going to look at the vision now of Pogba. He's given that extra time and space. And what a ball it was from him.
A long way to go, of course, but they're always the little ingredients, the little details that you need if you're Bristol City looking to upset Manchester United. And it's always a fair dollop of luck. You could say maybe an offside decision there, and certainly a couple of efforts against the woodwork. So far, the gods are smiling on them. Corey Smith coming forward. Ibrahimovic looks to the referee, feeling that he wanted a free kick. Brownhill goes low, away by Roro. It's back to Brownhill. Magnuson. Romero able to get it run away.
Once again, it's a prime example of Bristol City when they might not look as though they're going to win the ball. Get in there first, Magnuson. Ball's lovely for him. Great strike as well, but Romero in the right place. Just puts it behind for a corner. Once again, fantastic front foot play from Bristol City.
Magnuson, who hasn't scored yet this season for Bristol City, running them the corner that Pack will take. Romero gets a good punch away. Just for a second, looked like he might be caught under the flood of the ball there, but recovered well.
Here's one what they've got in Magnuson here. He's also got a long throw, so they'll get this into the box to keep the same players up there. And like you say, it might not necessarily be from the first ball, but the second one, give them an opportunity.
Giant throw from Magnuson. It's loose and it's claimed by Sergio Romero. Reed getting himself in the way. Romero rattled, he's given it away, but Reed is going to be penalised for that. Mike Dean isn't going to let that one go. He feels he's seeing a pattern developing with Flint a moment ago, getting close to the goalkeeper, and Reed as well. He wants to put a stop to that, Mike Dean.
I think if you look at the pace that Manchester United have got going forward, the likes of Martial, the likes of Rashford, Pogba, when he goes and joins in as well, you just want to make sure that Romero can't get rid of the ball quickly and send Manchester United away on the attack.
Lovely tip of the shoulder by Pogba. He's found Ibrahimovic. Still Zlatan Ibrahimovic taking on a little too much. There's plenty of Bristol City cover. O'Brien. Magnussen. Jose Mourinho giving one of the flags that have been positioned around the stands here at Ashton Gate tonight. Here's Patterson. Bailey Wright's made an overlapping run. It's up to Shaw to try and stop Brownhill to get the ball up to him. These are very important minutes for Luke Shaw, as much as anyone out there tonight. He's had a couple of starts in the last couple of months. Come on as substitute in both of the League Cup ties so far. But you do sense, Danny, that Jose Mourinho remains unconvinced about him, don't you?
Yeah, I think the frustrating thing is with Luke Shaw, he has everything, the potential. He just, you'd hope that he does fulfil it, because I think he's a fantastic footballer, and hopefully he can do it. I think a lot of the time the injuries actually affected him. The horrific one that he had earlier on in his Manchester United career, just he was starting to hit top form, and he wants to get back to that, because there's no doubting that immense potential, and he could well go on and get things right to be England's fullback as well for a long time to come.
I think there's probably little doubt he has a good career ahead of him. He's still only 22. It's just whether it's at Manchester United or not that's the question. And he's going to have to get back here, because Bailey Wright's coming forward. Slightly heavy touch does allow Shaw to get back.
He's done really well Shaw there, because what's happened is you've got Brownhill, he's coming in narrow, he's dragging Shaw in, and that's giving the space then to Bailey Wright down the right hand side. But he saw the pace of Shaw, he's got across them to make sure that nothing other than a throw came from it. But as we've seen already, these throws can be very dangerous.
Well, the rhythmic Icelandic style hand clapping for the Icelandic international, who'll hurl another one of those long throws into the heart of the Manchester United box here. Flipped in by Bryan. Out by McTominay to Ibrahimovic. And Mike Dean's going to pull it back from the offside flag that's up on the far side. Got a couple of live Premier League fixtures for you just before Christmas, and a couple of good ones as well. Everton against Chelsea, live from Goodison Park. That's Saturday 11:30, Sky Sports Premier League channel, and keep it right there for Manchester United, who go to Leicester City Saturday 7 o'clock for that one. Manchester United coming forward through Lindelof. Here's McTominay, his 10th senior appearance tonight for Manchester United. And he's getting a chance under Jose Mourinho. Arsenal and Manchester City await in the draw for the semi-finals, which will take place here at Ashton Gate after this match. Darmian couldn't get his cross away. It's come to Pogba. Now Scott McTominay. Ibrahimovic. Well, when it was revealed 8 months ago that he had damaged cruciate knee ligaments, Not many people thought he would be starting again for Manchester United 8 months later.
It's incredible. I think his willpower and the belief in himself as well goes a long way.
Well, he's never short of that.
No. And you know, why not with a player that he is, the career that he's had as well. He's an absolutely phenomenal player, and to come back the way he's done and the speed in which he's come back as well is absolutely remarkable.
He remains box office, one of many reasons that this place is packed to the rafters tonight. Lee Johnson said in his pre-match interview that he needed 8 out of 10 performances from all his players if they were going to shackle Manchester United. Still a long way to go, but they're right in this one, Bristol City. Rashford couldn't contest because he was offside. He's not now. Pogba looks for him. Zlatan barges his way to it. Cross goes Magnussen, and Manchester United will get the corner.
Possession would be a little bit surprising. Bristol City, they have done though. They've taken the game. Manchester United had some good chances, enjoyed a lot of the possession as well. You can see, and Lee Johnson will be absolutely delighted the way that his first half has gone so far. But the only thing is, when you're playing against a team like Manchester United, you've got so many match winners, be careful giving chances away, because there's been a couple of occasions Bristol City have been a little bit lucky, but you've got to ride your luck when you're playing against a team like Manchester United.
Just over 5 minutes plus added time to the break. Blind with the Manchester United corner. McTominay got his head to it. Ibrahimovic put his laces through that one.
That's the initial header. I think it's actually from McTominay. Forward to Ibrahimovic. We'll give great credit to Brownhill. He comes over, puts him off the slightest bit, makes sure that he can't have an easy shot. But once again, Ibrahimovic found himself free at that far post position.
Ibrahimovic, who gets the starting nod, and there's plenty of firepower on that Manchester United bench. The forgotten man, Henrik Mkhitaryan, there alongside Juan Mata. And Romelu Lukaku also among the substitutes. Wonder if he comes on and scores, whether he will celebrate tonight. Well, it was the challenge laid down by Lee Johnson to his players. He knows that nights like this don't come around very often for Bristol City. There's an opportunity there for one of these guys to carve out a little bit of history. A Brian Tinnion moment. A lot of references to his winning FA Cup goal up at Anfield a good few years ago now. He's still involved at the club, Brian Tinnion, and I say he's still dining out on that goal, and why not? And there could be an opening here. What an important challenge that was by Daley Blind to take it off the toes of Corey Smith. He thought he was in there.
What a challenge. Absolutely magnificent challenge from Blind, but it had been taken first time, but take nothing away.
Smith still in there. The outstretched leg was from Rojo. Ibrahimovic. Pogba looking for that early ball to release Rashford. Didn't quite come off. Bristol City were alert. Broken up by Darmian. McTominay couldn't find Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Here's Luke Shaw. Martial to Pogba. Here's Rashford. Martial, Pogba. Well, that's excellent defending, because Paul Pogba could have easily used his strength to pull away that. As it is, Bristol City had it with Smith. Now Magnussen. They know, Bristol City, they can't afford to switch off for a second. Pogba seeing plenty of the ball at the moment. Martial's gone down onto the deck after a challenge from Bailey Wright. Shaw. Luke Shaw, glanced away by Flint. Couldn't quite adjust his feet to get it where he wanted it to go, but it is safe.
This is brilliant from Blink. Great covering. Sees his centre-backs out of the game. I'm just wondering, could he have hit it first time then? Smith, but he doesn't. It's a great chance from Blink, but just that first touch. Could have hit it first time. Blink couldn't have got back, but it was great covering from Blink as he saw Lindelof and dropped out of position.
Ibrahimovic. Smith. Reed. Bristol City throw in the corner there. Final seconds of normal time at the end of this first half. Bristol City 0, Manchester United 0. Took penalties, didn't it, to separate Leicester and Manchester City last night. And go all the way to a finish here tonight, whatever it takes as well. Magnussen with the throw. Again, Romero put under pressure. He's not happy, but this time play goes on, although Bristol City can't keep hold of it. Smith. Free kick for Bristol City. Take it a little too quickly. No goals in the first half then at Ashton Gate, but Marcus Rashford coming as close as anyone, rattling the foot of the Bristol City goal. Romero called into action as well to deny Magnussen, but Bristol City still very much in this one. Half-time at Ashton Gate, it's Bristol City 0.